Hi everyone, it's Ashley at Tea Garden Paper Crafts, and I have something a little bit different today. We are doing a tutorial, and I know normally my tutorials go up on Thursdays, but I have something very special today. I was invited to participate in the Sugar Plum Stories collaboration hosted by Rose of Wild Rose Bohemian and Elizabeth of Petals and Parchment. For those of you that don't know, I am a member of Petals and Parchment design team, and Elizabeth and Rose both created gorgeous kits for this collaboration based on the Nutcracker. So this is day 6 of the collaboration, started on November 1st, goes through the 20th. And each day there's going to be all kinds of videos going up from different creators with different tutorials, one tutorial each day using the kits. And we've also been provided freebies. Elizabeth was kind enough to create a freebie that will be linked in the description of this video for my watchers and subscribers. So I hope you'll take advantage of that. There's some really cool things. I'm going to use those in my tutorial today. This tutorial is going to be a little bit different rather than doing a tutorial where you see me cut and ink and everything. We're going to try and get through a few more ideas today. So we're going to do something a little bit different. So let's get through this. So again, I am day 6. For those of you that are playing along on the game board, I will reveal my game piece in a little while. But first, let's take a look at what I'm using in mine today. So these are some of the gorgeous pages from the Petals and Parchment kit. And I am using all of these in my projects today. I am also using some of these sentiments, some of these fussy cuts. These are really pretty tags. And then these are the 2 pages of the freebie that I have linked in the description of this video. It is absolutely gorgeous, and then this beautiful background. So these are the pages that I'm going to be using in my video today. So for the first one here, I wanted to show you how you could use some of the backgrounds in a different way. So for example, this background here, after I printed it, I backed it with cardstock, and then I cut it up into several different pieces. So this is the first one I'm going to show you. So my idea here was to create a full page embellishment. So this could go into a journal like that on a blank page. So that's what most of my embellishments today are going to be. So for this first one here, I'm using this page that was the beautiful stage and cut off here to show that. I am using one of the fussy cuts. I'm using 2 of the journal cards, which I backed with a really nice thick cardstock, and I'm going to use those and turn them into pockets. So I want to do something like this so that both of these can become pockets, and then I'm using a sentiment here. So this is going to be our layout for the first one. So I'm going to glue that together. So like I said, this one's a little bit different today because I wanted to show you kind of some different ways that you could use the pages besides just making, journal pages out of them. So, because, we get so many pretty backgrounds and you can only have so many pages in your journal, and I thought, what could we do with those pages besides the obvious? So this was the idea that I came up with for that. So we're going to glue him down here. And I want to glue him mostly on the page here, but I wanted to use this as kind of like, it could be a tuck spot if you wanted to, as an extra space, if I can get that underneath there. You could use this like a tuck spot. I thought that was fun. So fussy cuts are a really fun way that if you back this on a nice thick paper or on a cardstock, printed on cardstock, you can use fussy cuts as a good tuck spot. So let's glue this one in. I'm going to glue just around the sides. Now, if you wanted to make a long pocket, you would just glue on the 2 sides here. So we could do that. Let's do that. Instead of making 2 smaller pockets, let's do a long pocket and a short pocket. So I'm just going to glue along the edge here, put a nice thin bead of glue. Use my finger tool to smush it down so that way we don't have to worry about that coming off the sides. And then I want to line this up kind of closer to the top of the page without losing any of the detail. I want it closer to this side of the page, and we'll press that down. So then that creates a pocket there. And what's nice is because that's open at the bottom, it's almost like acts like a belly band, and that this can go all the way through. Okay, so then this one, we are going to glue this one all the way around, and then that will also create the bottom of this pocket. Normally you see me do the whole process of cutting everything. I did not get very close to the edge of that one, so it's going to be a little bit of a wonky shaped pocket, but it's okay. We don't have to be perfect. But yeah, normally I show you my whole process of coming up with the ideas and everything, but because I wanted to show you a lot more ideas than I normally would in a video, I figured this would be a fun way to kind of do that you can see what I came up with using the different pieces. And then we'll glue this on here. So you can see me come up with, you can see the different ideas that I came up with for how to use the things, think outside of the box for how to use stuff besides the intended purpose. Like using the journal cards for small pockets. So there we go. So that gives us that, and that gives us two pockets. So we've got one large pocket here, and then we have a smaller pocket here. So that is our first one. Now, if you wanted to, you could also glue this down all the way or glue it over further, cut it down, what have you, and then just use it as like a tuck-in in a journal. So use this as like basically a large journaling card with pockets, and put some pretty paper on the back here that you could write on this as well. My intention is to use it as a page decoration, but that's another way that you could use this, being it's on a nice thick cardstock. So this is our first idea. So now our second one is made using another part of this page. So that same page, that same background, this is also going to be, this one I did not back on cardstock because this one I didn't want to be able to use possibly as a journal card. So this one is just meant to go into a journal. So we've got some really beautiful pieces here. So these are some of the ephemera that were on the my freebie sheet. And then this beautiful fussy cut that I actually inked lightly in pink because I wanted her to really stand out. And I thought it would be really nice to have her kind of center stage, hanging off the page a little bit. And then just so that her little hand does not get damaged, I thought it would also be nice to tuck these in behind it like that. And then maybe something like this down here. And then I made these really pretty paper snowflakes. I would not recommend making snowflake like this tiny. This was really a pain. I will probably never make that again, unless you really want me to make a tutorial for it. If you want me to make a tutorial for how to make one this tiny, I will make another one. And then this one, you can see, though, making them this tiny, they're a lot more prone to ripping. This poor snowflake lost a few pieces, but I thought it would be really cool to put some of the snowflakes up along the top here. And then I have some rhinestones and some lace that I might accent with. I haven't decided yet fully on how I want this one to look, but I know that I want this to start. So I'm going to start by gluing this all down. So we'll start with this piece here. And I'm just going to put a little glue here to start because I can always kind of lift it and put more. So we're going to put that right about there. And looks like we did pretty good there. And then we want this one to go behind her. I think I want that one more up and down like that, maybe, but at more of an angle, kind of like a playbill, maybe. Something like that, maybe. So just put some glue along the back of that one. Line that along our edge, just slightly askew. And then we will glue down her. And I'm not going to worry about gluing the center because she's going completely on the page. So I'm just going to glue mostly around the edges, like kind of close to the edges, smear it out, make sure that it's, we're not going to lose any pieces, anything's going to be sticking up. We'll put her there. Now this glitter, I was kind of thinking I might want like a little something like that. So this is, I got this in a roll from the thrift store, and it is awesome. I love it. I use it as often as I can. So it's very sticky. So I'm going to put that down like that. And then we'll glue down our little ballet sentiment here. There we go. And then I was thinking for my snowflakes, I could put my snowflakes up in the corner here. So this poor one that got a few pieces torn off, we will put in the corner, and then I'll just trim off that piece around the side there. And I'm not going to worry about gluing these down completely because I kind of don't mind if they stick up a little bit. So this one we'll put here. And this one, I'm going to kind of tuck it under. Come on, get under there. Something like that. And then that one I'm going to put right in the center here. So this one I put onto, I knew I was going to be gluing it onto the page. So to make it easier on myself, I put it on a little small circle. So then we have, I don't think I want the lace. I think I want to leave it like that. So then we have something like that. So there's another idea. So like I said, whoops, knocking my glue over. This was made from the same page, just cut in half or cut into 3 pieces. And we made 2 different things from that. And then I will show you the last thing that I made from that. And then I took the remaining piece of that and I turned it into a bookmark. And then it's got some writing space on the back here. So then, some other things that I will show you that I made. Here's another one that this is a pocket made with some of the pieces from the freebie and one of the sentiments. So this is just a little journaling card that slides in here. And then this I would glue onto a page, and that would be another pocket. I took some of because I had already cut out and backed all of the journal cards, I took some of them, I put this really tiny little brad in here, And then these become some journal cards with just a little fun interactive element. And then another one here that I want to show you is I made this pocket. I have a tutorial for how to make these pockets on my channel. It's about a 5-minute tutorial that it takes one 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, a couple of folds, a little bit of glue, and that's all it takes. And you end up with 1, 2, and come on. Where's my third pocket? Oh no, did I glue my third pocket shut accidentally? I might have. Well, shoot. That'll happen, I guess. Well, it's supposed to be a triple pocket, and I accidentally glued my back pocket shut. That'll happen. So this is, I like making, I show you how to make it properly on my channel. And so this one, I want to use as like a tuck-in instead of gluing it down so you don't lose this really pretty paper. And I thought I would show you how to decorate that. So this is printed with one page on one side and then a different page on the other side so that you can kind of see this staggered effect here. And I just thought it would be really pretty to do a little design kind of on the front since there's a little bit of, not blank space, but like just to give it a little bit more visual interest, make it go with the journal that I'm creating for this. So I thought it would be fun. This one here that I'm gluing right now is a fussy cut that I backed on some of the cardstock and then cut out around that to give a little bit of the really cool edge. I really liked the way that looked, and then inked in pink. And then we'll glue our nutcracker down here. Because this is the Sugar Plum Stories, I absolutely had to use the Sugar Plum sentiment on here. So we'll give him a good glue. Make him the focal point of our pocket. And then I have more of the tags that I would just put our tags and some of the remaining fussy cuts that I didn't use. Put those in my pocket here, so we've got a nice stuffed pocket. Oh, I love this fussy cut. I have to figure out what I want to use it for, but I haven't decided yet. So we can put some of our items in there, and then I will show you. So this is what I was able to make with just those pieces of paper that I showed you at the beginning. This is what I was able to make out of those. I was able to make this pocket, and you could also double pocket, and you can use that as a journaling card. Again, I will show you that you've got a pocket here and a pocket here. So you've got that. You have this really lovely embellishment. We have this triple pocket here. Well, mine's a double pocket, should be a triple pocket. I suppose if you glued it onto the page, it could be. And then all of the lovely ephemera here that we can put inside of these, and another pocket, and a bookmark. So all of these lovely things. Now, for those of you that have stayed to the end, don't think I forgot the game piece. Here is your game piece for day 6 of the challenge. So if you are playing along with the game board, you want to put the tree on day 6. So if you are new to my channel, if you found me through the Sugar Plum Stories, welcome. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I try to do things that are a little bit different. If you are already a subscriber, I'm glad that you came back for this video. I hope you enjoyed me doing something a little bit different, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.